Namaskar. I'm Kumar Rakesh and watching Global Governance News TV. Today we're going to discuss about the Australian PM visit in Bharat and the statement of Prime Minister Narendra Modi on temple attack in Australia and assurance by the Australian Prime Minister Mr. Uh, Albanese and how just reported by the tweeted by the both leaders and the, I'll also discuss the role of Khalistani, how the Khalistani is attacking the temples in Australia, and there is so many nice discussion between the two premiers, Australian and Bharat, and just for the study and on the value of the degree, honor of the degree, either in Australia, either in Bharat. Either Australian student is studying in Bharat and the Bharatiya student is studying Australia. And last day, we also know our Honorable External Affairs Minister also raised the concern with the Australian authority, just to Australian governments to look into the matter, how the attacks on temple in Australia. I'll go into the details. Last 2 months, the big temples in Australia has been attacked. Date by date, I'll come to you with all inputs and how just yesterday, Australian PM, our Prime Minister, watched the match in Ahmedabad, and after that, many important discussion and very lively, fruitful discussion, vibrant discussion has been held and just talked, and so many MOUs had been signed, and very positive manner. So that's a very good sign for the two countries, bilateral relation of Bharat and Australia. We salute the relationship and a growing relationship between the Bharat and Australia in the leadership of our vibrant global leader Narendra Modi. So I'll come in details. As first, I'll tell you the according to Prime Minister Modi how he went tweeted by ENI and others. I have been seeing the reports of attack on temples in Australia. I have conveyed this to PM Albanese, and he has assured me that the safety and well-being of the Indian community in Australia is a priority for them. That's a very good sign, as we understood and as we came to know. And PM also expressed concern over the attacks on the Mandis and bilateral talks, and in response assured the Indian community safety in their special priority. So last 2 months, 5 big attacks have been reported, how they have written the wall against the anti-slogan, anti-Bharat slogan, anti-Prime Minister Modi slogan. And these frequent attacks raised the matter with the front of Australian PM Anthony Albanese, who was in visit to Bharat. PM Modi said in the joint press conference held today, he has raised the matter in front of Australian Prime Minister. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that it is a matter of concern for that last several weeks. Reports of attack on temples in Australia are regularly coming. Naturally, people in Bharat are concerned, and after reading the reports, we are worried about it. He said, I have conveyed our feelings and concern to the Prime Minister Albanese, and he assured me the safety of Bharatiya community is a special priority for him. Prime Minister Narendra Modi added, our teams will be in regular contact on this matter. Will cooperate as much as possible. Prime Minister Modi further added. He said the issue was raised with the Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese during their bilateral meeting at Hyderabad House. PM Modi also said the Indian community in Australia is now second largest immigrant community, and this Bharatiya community is making a significant contributions to the Australian society and economy. Several Bharatiya temples have been come under attack of the Khalistani elements in Australia in the last several weeks, especially in Victoria State. These attacks and part of the rising anti-Hindu violence in the several countries in the world, including the Canada, UK, and Australia. The last 2 months, the 5 separate temples in Australia are attacked and vandalized in Australia. And just I'll give you the details. Lakshman Temple, the Brisbane, Barnsah, Cooper, vandalized with anti-Hindu, anti-Bharat graffiti defacing its walls by Khalistan elements. Before the 16th February, Kali Mata Temple in the northern suburb of Melbourne received from the Khalistani attacks and bhajan program, and the Bharatiya singer Kanhaiya Mittal And January saw that such instant vandalism of Hindu temples, Swaminarayan temples, and others. Messages like Target Modi, Modi Hitler, Hindustan Murdabad, Khalistan Jindabad, Sant Bhindriwale is march here. It is to a scene to the walls of the Hindu temple. Very interesting type I want to share you. The say they called Saint Bhindriwale. When Bhindriwale was there, I have read so many interviews and so many statements. He had never asked for the separate Khalistan state. Nobody can show the statement. And when he's talking, that then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, when he is saying that he called in respect the Bibi, and Bibi will ask, then I have no problem to take Khalistani. If any media person asked him. So this is a very interesting fact about followers of Bhindriwale, whoever. Now, how we can say march here? He was just with the gangs of the terrorists, whatever they are doing. This is not a our just Guru Nanak Sahib. Baba Guru Nanak Dev has never made this religion for the violence. Never been. And just you see, whatever religion is there, all the offshoots of the Sanatan Hinduism. But they are trying to twist their religion for their own vested interest. So, last month, Minister of External Affairs had issued a statement containing the attack on the Bharatiya community by the extremist Khalistani groups in Australia. The ME had urged the local authorities to launch an investigation into case and punish the perpetrators. Khalistani are holding the so-called referendum in Australia for independent Khalistan. So ridiculous. I have seen in the city of Toronto of Canada how they have taken the used land pieces and the boat will come to Khalistan. So you can understand how they are trying to just trying to twist the mind of the concern. The long, actually, this is a very very long movement. If you say the history and past, that was the I think root by the then English and Mughals who tried to I think divide our Bharat in many pieces. How the English has succeeded to just separate on the name of religion Pakistan. After that, Bangladesh is come out now in three pieces of Pakistan will be come out very soon by the terrorist activities. They have never been the peace, never advocated for the peace. Our ethos is peace and non-violence. Whatever Mahatma Gandhi said, whatever our Sanatan Hinduism said, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, peace and non-violence. We always advocate for the brotherhood, not like the Muslim brotherhood. Hindu brotherhood, Sanatan Hindu brotherhood, though we adopt all. I can tell you the safest place for the Muslim in the world, that is called Bharat. The safest place of any religion, that is a Bharat. If you see the statement, you will just know the surprise and know. So I'll tell you the later part, how many temples has been attacked and what is the Khalistani movement. Time of break, after break, I'll come to you again with the latest input on the Khalistan, how many temples and which date has been vandalized and what cause. Please stay with us. Welcome to the break. Just we're discussing about the Australia, the temples attack in Australia and our Prime Minister concerned, Narendra Modi. And I'll tell you date by date. Just last 2 months, 5 big Hindu temples has been targeted by the Khalistani. 4 March 2023 in Brisbane, the sub-city of Burbank, Lakshminarayan temple has been attacked, and already sketches had been anti-Hindu and anti-Bharat has been made on the walls of the temple. And on 17 February 2023 in Brisbane, the famous Gayatri Mata temple, and they threatened to priests not to celebrate Mahashivratri, and also just say you chant Khalistan Jindabad. Really nonsense. And in Melbourne, the Kali Mata temple, 16 February 2023, and that was no any bhajan program should be organized, and one of the singer, Bharatiya singer Kanhaiya Mittal should not be organized, should not be whatever just threatening by the Khalistani terrorists. And on 23rd January 2023 in Hare Krishna Temple and the Melbourne cities also thus that was run by the ISKCON Temple and the Khalistan Jindabad and Hindustan Murdabad, just slogans were already depicted on the walls, and also say the Bhindranwale was martyr. Very ridiculous. And the Bath Temple, Swaminarayan Temple in Melbourne, 12th January 2023. So we can understand the moods and how the characters of the Khalistanis, and how the Khalistanis just really, somebody said in 1920 they have originated, totally supported by that time the English rulers who tried to divide India in the name of religion. They have just covered the soft part of the any Bharatiya religion. So how they have tried to divide and they check in Pakistan, that should not be. That is by the, I think the not I think the fullest statement and fullest movement by the Mr. Nehru on the stubborn nature, and how the Punjab region of South Asia, how Sikhs was there, and how just Banda Bahadur Singh was just saying how Maharaj Ranjit Singh contributed the Sikhs and country. That time, how our Baba Guru Nanak Dev, who founded the Sikh religion, and never always of peace and non-violence, and also part and parcel of the Sanatan Hindus, and how just Punjab was just taken out with just propagate this movement, and that should not be, and how it is, and how Indira Gandhi was killed due to that emergence, and Bhindranwale, the new leaders just emerged, and then how Pakistan has been supported to the Khalistan movement just to disturb Bharat. Never been. Now they have just asking for the, I think, bread. They have the how the condition and situation, circumstance in Pakistan, every noise on the just verge of the, I think, collapse the country. So I don't think whatever so-called leader, I don't know what to name it, try to make the Khalistan never will succeed. This is now the country of the Narendra Bhai Modi, and this is a new movement. This is the new India. This is new Bharat, and the leadership of our strong leader Narendra Bhai Modi, Prime Minister, and the BJP rule. And nobody wants in Bharat, either the Sikhs brothers and sisters, just want the Khalistan. They don't want to a further division of the country. Now our country, Bharat, is emerging like the global leader, and the first time in the history of Bharat, India, Bharat has just taken leadership of G20, who covers 85% of GDP and total business of the world. So in all manners, we have emerged and emerging like the world leader and the Vishwaguru. Very soon will be. So I think with thanks to and salute to our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who have raised the issues of the attacks on temple by the Khalistani. If they have really courage, they should attack the mosque. Then you will understand. Because here in our country, Bharat, and the Muslims also living, they are also Hindustani. They are also Bharatiya. Why you just only targeting the temples? You should just attack on just, I think, then we will see churches. If they have your courage, if really you have senses, then you will see the result and repercussion. Don't take the taste of the tolerance of the Sanatan Hindus any part of world, either in Bharat, either any parts of world. So thanks to PM Albanese, he has assured to our Prime Minister Narendra Modi will check the note for serious concern for this crew, the Khalistani, who are the terrorists really. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.